What's up, guys? What's going down? You know what time it is? You know what this is? This is Goat Milk's Diary, the People's Channel. You guys, thanks for joining us. For those of you just popping on, we're going to talk about a few things today. and the saying, shit is about to hit the fan, has never been more real than the happenings of recently, yesterday, and today. And man, I don't think Cat is so crazy as everybody thought he was. He is honestly the whistleblower in all of this, and a lot of other things that we're soon to see. Hopefully, we see something good come of this. And speaking of all good things, today we're going classic Goat Milk Diaries Day today with some of this Old Smoky's banana pudding, because this is what's putting the buzz in me. Let me take a sip out of the jar, straight out the jar. Today it's cold out of the jar, no need for ice. Ooh, good stuff. Ooh, good stuff. And I brought some of this to pour some out for the homies. We'll see if it even gets ice cold. It's got a little icy, left it too long. But speaking of homies, let's bring in the big homie here. Let's bring in the man. Ethan P. Diddle Thompson.
We're diddle diddle fiddle fiddle fool. That's what we're doing around here. That's what we're doing around here.
Happy Hump Day.
You know, it is Hump Day. It's another Wednesday. We made it another Wednesday.
Yeah.
We made it better off than P. Diddy and some of these other guys. So props to us.
We're definitely doing a lot better.
You know, we can't confirm or deny that our co-host is on that P. Diddy plane. We don't know where he's at. Well, when we get an update, we'll update you. So
I heard
right
his
now
bathroom got raided while he was in there.
Some about
some pretty naughty stuff.
Holes
Something
waist high everywhere. It's a
mess.
And it's crazy for him being a drywall guy. You're like, hey, you shouldn't have no holes in your drywall.
Messy, sticky situation for him. For real. We'll see what happens with that. We'll probably hear something on the news on there or something. I don't know. We'll see. Well, shit's going down, man. This P. Diddy thing is pretty deep. It's getting pretty crazy. It's getting crazy, man.
Is it wrong of me to like want to start like hedging bets on who's the first one to panic and like off themselves because they're so deep into it?
Oh man, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me with something
because I was reading he had cameras and microphones set up in every room.
Oh yeah.
So there's videos of them drugging people. I mean, just wow.
We should have known from the beginning of when R. Kelly was doing his and I'm not going to say alleged because it's on camera. When he was doing his little golden showers on little misses, that it was bad from that point already. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's go to the P. Dizzle comments over here.
Isn't there like
who's watching this today?
You know, I'm not a rich man, so I can't really speak on it, but I feel like when you have enough money, like there's a level of like immunity you feel like you have. What up, Kev?
What's going on, Kevin? We got Platinum in the house today again.
Had to serve up another podcast. It was, you know, getting a little dicey. Wednesday Wars. You know, I didn't want to have to do it, but Platinum was over there, had my back. We're good. What's up, Drew?
We got Scott in the house too, man. What's going on? He says, so when Diddy and R. Kelly got together, is one getting the shaft on the other, pissing on the other? Dude, I don't even want to try to picture that in my mind. We have the warden. We got Richard J. Ward.
I just want to know how deep this goes, because now you're seeing reports of like Jay-Z and his family left LA on a private jet. Like,
ooh. I mean, They're people with money. They got things to do. Mercury said, what's up, brother? What's going on? Glad you could join us for this one. This is a crazy conversation for today.
Not only does he diddle the fiddle, then you have a fucking cargo container take down a full ass bridge.
Brother, I saw that. I could not believe it. Wow.
It looks sketchy to me. I'm not like a big like conspiracy theory guy.
What's going on, brother?
What am I?
Making the bail. Yeah. Take a drink to that one right there.
I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy, but man, the chances for a cargo container to lose power at the exact moment, at the exact time, and make the exact maneuver to take out a bridge like that, man, somebody should be buying the lottery.
Stepbreads. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely agree with you. What's up, Stone Cold Steve? Man, let me tell you.
So can you imagine if those it's still looking more and more like the stories are true about like P. Diddy and like Meek Mill and like
it definitely gives a lot of credibility. And you know what?
I don't mind.
This makes me
grown-ups. Do what you do. Two grown-ups.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Does this not make you want to listen to those lyrics a little differently now? From P. Diddy's music, and
I'm a little old school, so like I just learned this. Madonna's Like a Prayer. It's about blowjobs. And now if you go back and listen to the song, you're like, holy shit.
Listen, I wasn't ever a big Madonna fan.
I grew up with three sisters. Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, like...
I listen to Cyndi Lauper more because of WWF. You know, they did the whole like video together and stuff. But
growing up with three violent sisters, being the youngest, I watched what they had. Beverly Hills 90210. Like I had to watch it because I wasn't gonna walk in the living room and be like, click.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ouch, that hurts, Mark.
Yeah, you know what hurts more than that is when you have a belt raffle and it misses your number by one. That's
why I don't raffle too much. I just got no luck.
I've had luck. I've actually used to do a lot of the Jagu Gen belt raffles. When I started winning them back to back, I stopped. I can buy to think. There's foul play.
I can buy 24. I can buy 24 or 26 numbers and lose. That's my luck. But it's still better luck than P. Diddle.
I'll tell you what, though. They knew the way they hit that house. They hit both houses. The one in LA and Miami. They knew exactly where to go. They knew exactly when to hit. This means they had their investigations well in process. They knew who they were talking to. And they knew what was going down, man. You know, and I've always said that Hollywood, for me, the music industry, all that's always has some kind of something in the back. You know, it's not just this.
Okay,
whatever.
I'm gonna be that guy. We remember the 2016 election with Trump, and here's Trump. Hey, this is Pizzagate. This is what they were talking about. All those people that were like, "Oh, you guys are full of shit. There ain't no elite people just sitting in the back raising kids and raping them." And now you're like,
"Oh yeah, yes, there definitely is." You know what I mean? This is nothing new. It should have surprised people. We've seen this all the way through like the Roman Empire times. You know what I mean? That's how it is. That's how it is. It's people with money get bored. They get bored. They need new forms of entertainment, new things to do. things that make them feel above the law, edgy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised at the people you may love and are doing these kind of things, man.
Well, when you're never told no, I'm sure that gets boring.
Now I'm starting to think, see, Tupac was a real G.
Yeah.
And he would have never messed around with any of that kind of shit.
No.
And neither a lot.
But you look at guys like Ice Cube, though. Guys like Ice Cube have been speaking out about this shit for a while too, and
oh yeah,
and I mean, Ice Cube, like you said, Cat Williams. You get a guy like Corey Haim that have been speaking, or Corey Feldman, that have been speaking out about this stuff, and we kind of, as a society, dismiss them in a bad way, where they're like, they're just, just.
Yeah, I know.
But Corey Haim's like, yo, bro, my best friend Corey Feldman was like, yo, my best friend Corey Haim was raped by fucking Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, yeah.
And now you're like,
on the set.
Oh. And now you're like, that's not even remotely not possible, impossible.
Now now it doesn't sound so crazy. You know what I mean?
I haven't watched the Nickelodeon one yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Well, maybe that's why P. Diddy had who offed off. Maybe his boy wasn't down for that.
You made the pass, and the pass was rejected, and you got to clean up your mistakes.
You ain't lying, brother. Here's the beautiful thing about the things that these people do, that they are like the guys, what are these guys, these pyromaniacs? I had a friend that used to be in the police force and used to know the firemen, and said that whenever they would look for these people lighting these fires, these pyromaniacs, that they would go look for the area, because in the surrounding area, the people more than likely that started the fire to get their jollies off would still be in the area filming this, or watching it. And when they would catch these guys, it would be so bad that when we'd catch them, they'd pull their pants down. And if dude had a stiffy, well, what? That's our guy. That's our guy.
And that's the thing we don't grasp as a society, of how just demented we could be. I watched a video on YouTube yesterday about, I can't remember the guy's name. He was like a 19-year-old kid. His mother went in his room and found a severed head and some hands in his closet. She calls 911, and the guy's just like, cops coming. Cops are like, do you know why we're here? He's like, oh, it probably has to do with what you found. What my mom found. And like, what'd your mom find? A head and some hands. Like, and then they're like, this dude's crazy. So they're like, they took him to the police station. They're interrogating him. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Questions. People like me, do you guys stay? Do we stay here after we're convicted, or do we go somewhere else? Just real like inquisitive, but not grasping. He chopped up an old homeless person, and like,
dude, that's crazy. And kind of back, I lost track of things. But what I was saying about this pyromaniac kind of thing, this investigation, is these people love to have the evidence with them. They love to have the evidence with them. They will have files in their computers, things stored up, pictures, whatever. And they keep it, they hold on with it. It almost sounds dumb to say, but thank God they do, because it's the evidence that the authorities need to convict these people. So I'm hoping they find everything they need to know.
I agree. And how much of it do you think is Puff Daddy's not dumb? He's like, yo, if I'm gonna go down, I can take a whole lot of people down with me and lighten my load.
That's another thing. And see, it's gotten to the point too where he's burned himself with a lot of other people that know things. And this is where it all started. You know. I'm glad that finally something's cracking down, something's happening. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying that he pissed off or talked about too much about some of the elites, things he wasn't supposed to talk about, and now they're bringing down the hammer on his ass. And that's believable too, you know. But I mean, ever
Like I
since
said,
they found Tupac's killer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that in itself is peculiar. And then you go down to stories, like even stories it's not really far-fetched, right? Like how Suge Knight said he killed Eazy by injecting him with AIDS.
You know,
we all know that they beat his ass in that studio. Lord knows if they could have pricked him.
They could have. And I tell friends of mine, I tell them, you know what? Honestly, that's a hard one because honestly, there was a lot of groupies that did a lot of wild parties. Eazy could have easily done it to himself.
Agreed.
It was a crazy time. AIDS were spreading like wildfire. You know what I mean?
But there's always that.
I remember high school growing up. Were they not handing us condoms at the entrances to the high school? You know, we were having them handed to us and all this, and having assemblies and talks about it, and like it was a wild time.
So I remember I was like 10. My dad was wildly ignorant about things. In an innocent way, he just didn't know. He was uneducated. So I was about 10, and I remember we went to the San Francisco boardwalk. It was like one of our hugest trips we ever went on to. And we're sitting there eating, and I look over at my dad, and he's eating like this. And I'm like, why are you eating like that? I don't want nobody to cough and give me AIDS. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. I'm only 10, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, I haven't heard those, but I know some people have.
I call him a baby, and like, bro, it's weird.
Man, I don't know. I saw that he said he wanted to know how it felt to kill someone. How the cops didn't catch on when they went to help him with the truck. Yeah. You know, I mean, how easy it is for them to buy a cop. Slide a few dollars here and there. Grease some hands. You know.
But I think there is. It's easy, but now I think there's enough cat out of the bag where I just don't think you can put it back without a lot coming out. I don't see this going away quietly.
Ooh. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough for him, and I haven't seen a good court case that brought people to TVs on a daily basis ever since the OJ trial. But if he goes to trial, oh man, I don't know.
Not the OJ trial. Who was that one? It was, I believe, it was a chick. The chick. She can have my next baby. What is her name? Stacey Anthony.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Well,
that could be my next baby mama. I'm just saying.
Who else had a pretty good trial everybody was tuning into on the daily basis? What's his name? This actor, Captain Sparrow. What's this guy's name?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
That was one that everybody was tuning in for. It was pretty damn comedic.
How would we have found out that he liked rolling brownouts? You know what a rolling brownout is, right? Okay. If you don't know what a rolling brownout is, go watch the movie Sex Drive, and you'll find out what a rolling brownout is. Don't have the kids around.
What was her name? Heard?
What's her name? What's Johnny Depp's ex-girlfriend's name? Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. They're just calling her Amber Turd.
It didn't dawn on me if she was the chick in Pineapple Express. She was what's his face's girlfriend.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. This life is sure as hell a weird one. All these weird ass people. All these. You know what? Everybody that has done. Everybody from Rihanna and other artists that have been coming out on these awards wearing red and doing all this demonic shit on TV. Please, without asking questions, just go and investigate their ass. You know what I mean? Just take a nice deep dive. You know
the new chick that was doing at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift. Spice something. Old Spice. Little black chick, red hair.
God, I think I know who you're talking about. I'm horrible with their names.
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. Okay.
Like she's over there on camera, like doing like 666. Like
yeah, she's like, doing all these damn. They need a.
You ever wonder if that's true?
Thorough look into those people, man. Honestly.
But do you ever wonder if that's true? Like, there's some kind of like weird ass like fame Illuminati that's like they knock on your door right now. They're like, "Hey, Doza, we're gonna make your podcast famous. Sign here in blood, and we take your soul when you die, or whatever they." You know?
Not worth it, brother. Not worth it. It's not
like
worth
that movie
it
with the
because if you're like me that you believe in the higher power, there's nothing worth your soul, man. There's nothing that's worth it like that. And you need that. You need your golden ticket to get in.
It's like that movie. Have you seen that movie with
I'm sorry, but I need a beer now because this has got me.
Dude, chug away.
Dude.
The one where her daughter was sick, and this guy comes up with the box and was like, "Yo, we can save your kid right now. You hit the button, but somebody somewhere is gonna die."
Ooh.
And they're mulling over it, and I'm sitting there like, "Yo, my kid's gonna die, and I gotta hit a button." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." that shit's gonna get hit. My kid or somebody else, I'm sorry.
What's this movie with Brendan Fraser? The one where he's like, he really likes this chick, and he's making a deal with the devil, right? She's this hot actor or model, I forgot what her name is. And I'm
looking it up right now.
Yeah, anyways, they give him a certain amount of tries to make her fall in love with the guy and everything. But at the end, I guess he just wished that she was happy in whatever situation, you know. And he was kind of pardoned for that, and he regained his soul and his life. But you can gain as much as you want here, but when we're gone from this earth, man, when we move on to our next life, as it is, we can do anything to really fuck it up for us, but why purposely do it? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her, buddy. She was making human tumbleweeds in the sheets. Mr. Ben Walker, what's going on? He's in the house.
What up, Big Ben? So, but that's like, so what you're saying, I get, right? But there's like this, I don't want to say selfish, but like, I want to say like fatherly instinct to like, yo, if I could sacrifice something to save my kid, whether it be my soul or whatever, isn't it worth it?
That's trippy. Saludos, Juanito. Giving a Spanish shout out to the homeboy. Tacos, burritos. Yeah, the name of that movie was Bedazzled. With Elizabeth Hurley. Oh, she was a fox.
She was a Weird Science, wasn't she?
Fox. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She made me put a bra on my head for the first time. You know what I mean?
But not the last. But it's this weird conundrum as a human.
Yes, the comments can be seen without granting permission to stream. Yes.
We just don't know who you are.
Yes, it can. But a lot of people like to at least type in their name and let us know who it is. If it's not important, it's not important. If you want to keep your identity secret, Diddy, we understand if you're watching this show.
You watch it from the Caribbean, you let us know.
Yeah.
Where's the money hidden?
Talk to your boy over here.
You know, that's one thing that always irritated me. People that are like, money can't buy happiness. I want to formulate my own judgment on that.
Money does buy happiness.
I think it does.
It does.
Tosh said it best. Have you ever seen an unhappy person on a wave runner?
Let me tell you, anybody in this hobby that says money doesn't make you happy, if I showed up to your doorstep and gave you your top 5 belts from Classic Shields, would that not put a smile on your face? Come on,
100%.
Be jumping for joy. You wouldn't know what to do with yourselves, honestly.
I'd be happy with a shop belt though. Just up there. When we really get down to it, I'm just saying.
And while we're on the subject, I mentioned Classic Shields.
Oh yes, we need a correcto facto, a little statement we made, because I'll take the lead on this one. I know I'm not having a feud with Classic Shields, so let's not, Ollie blocked me from him and the page. I still have communications with Ish. I have no problems with anybody. I made a statement and I stand by my statement I made of the review of a belt. It wasn't appreciated, and egos are what they are, so that's one besides the point. But we were given some information that Classic Shields was not doing the what's it called? Refunds on deposits anymore. So we were told this and didn't think it was right, and unfortunately the person was giving us bad information. And like I told Ali, I'm more than happy to correct it, because if we say it, we'll be more than happy to take it back. That no, Classic Shields in fact does do refunds. You can say what they want about their wait times and everything, but like I've never said that Classic Shields isn't the best belt maker in the hobby. Their wait times are what they are, but business practices, I've never had one issue money wise with Classic Shields. That's why it threw us off a little bit, but we trusted this person to give us the right information, and it clearly wasn't. So that's on our fault.
Yeah, and it wasn't as much of a criticism as much as like something we brought up in conversation. Wasn't on a regular show. We didn't make it a point to burn anybody on the show. Our show is here on Wednesdays. Our last taping was a spur of the moment thing, just kind of late show, and decided to just speak our minds on things. But personally, I can tell you from my experience, my personal experience from Classic Shields, was very difficult to get them to refund me my personal order, my money, because we were well beyond a year and 6 months past what they had promised that something was going to be ready. Second, I let them know that I wanted a refund. They said, "Oh, your belt's been ready. It's ready." I asked them what the belt looked like or what it was, and they thought it was a all black and gold winged eagle, and which way off would let me to know belt wasn't ready. It was never ready. So I requested my refund, and it took me a while to get it, and it took me a lot of running around to do it. So it's not easy. It's really quick they're real quick to receive an order. And this is not just them. It's probably a lot of makers out there. Probably 70% of makers out there. But maybe it's more, maybe 80, who knows. But definitely, I think that for me, no matter how good Classic Shields is, I just cannot place an order with them ever again. I can't do it, especially not with a lot of makers now starting to bump up their game in the HD game. They're getting it down. They just need to correct some art. But if it's missing a hairline or 3 or 4 or 8 hairlines of tail feathers, I don't care. I'm not into detail that bad that, you know, that I could not have a belt like that, you know. So, definitely there is some truth and some inaccuracies in what we said. So, for the inaccuracies, apologies. For the things we're dead on, I have no apologies on that. It's just dead on.
Like I said,
and I have the screenshots to prove it. So,
see, and for me, I'm in a situation where I just did a review. I was being honest in my review, and now I wanted to order a belt. I've been blocked, so my money goes elsewhere. No harm, no foul. There's other makers out there doing great things, and that's just it. Will I ever buy Classic Shields again? I don't know. Secondhand, probably. But I don't have the option to order firsthand anymore. So that's not on me. That wasn't my decision. That was made by, the elites. So no problem.
Yeah, and Milliken, that's
true.
Their wait times for Milliken are a lot more. But then again, at least with Classic Shields, at one point or another, you might, 2 years down the line, you might get a belt. With Milliken, you're not going to get a belt or a refund for that matter.
I would love Classic Shields model, just because we know. I'm sure they have better knowledge. Of course, they have better knowledge. It's their business, but I'm sure they know they crank out some ICs. They probably crank out a lot of big eagles. They probably crank out a lot of winged eagles. Get those belts on a system of where we have them in stock to go. Maybe if you etch a few more here and there, just to kind of up. I know your IWGPs are going to take you a while. Your UFCs and your AEWs are going to take you a while. Those stacked belts, that's fine. But, throwing some tags and some ICs in the queue to have on stock might help alleviate that wait time and make people happy. If I can order a belt and get it from you guys in 7 to 10 months, it's highly fair.
Yeah, I think it's realistic.
But,
and I'll tell you this. I've always observed this. I don't know if people have ever thought about this, but this is my observation of things. Here's the thing with me. If you guys just were to scroll around some of the groups, you'll find that most groups have the same members. The same members in groups. Even the most popular of groups has anywhere from 1,000 to maybe 4,000 to 6,000 members, right? You can cut that by 50%, I would say. That 50% are people who love to just tune in but are not buying a bootleg belt. I think that another 20% or 10% are the very loyal shop belt loyalists that only buy shop belts. And then whatever rest of the percentage, let's say is 50, 20, that's 70% right there. Let's give it another 20% of that are people like you, me, that we will buy SD belts on a good leather or own leather or HD. And then we have the 10%. This is probably where you're at, either 10%, maybe 5%, I don't know, who are strictly elite collectors, where they only go to people like Red Leather, Classic Shields, and some of these other guys that are just Ron Edwardson, those guys that are only collecting Classic Shields belts and things like that. So when I look at that kind of stuff in that way, I really doubt that Classic Shields is that backed up. They're not having hundreds of orders a month for belts. There's just no way. Nobody has got $1,500 to $2,500 on a monthly basis to say, oh, I'm going to get this belt and I'm going to order 3 belts. Or you know what I mean? It can't back them up that much. I've seen pictures of them post up on their page where they say, oh, we have these 50 plates of HD Winged Eagles that just came out ready to go. And we have 20 ICs and we have this many, this and that. And I can look at that and go, man, that's good. But if you're making that much, it still doesn't explain how backed up they are or how long of a process a belt takes.
So for to be the devil's advocate, to my understanding, it was when we interviewed him the first time. I don't know if it is the second time, but when I was on another podcast, we interviewed him. There's only 5 guys.
What's up, Kevin?
We're gonna go ahead and block Kevin Davenport because we need to make some belt trades. There's only 5 guys that actually do all the work for Classic Shields, and so I don't know if it's bad. They don't trust. Obviously, it's their baby. You're not gonna trust everybody with your baby. Maybe it's bad, like system coordination of when they're doing etching to when they're doing polishing to when they're doing leather, when they're doing paint. I don't know. But with the new shop that they kept boasting, and they kept boasting that it was going to be quicker times, and nobody's actually seen quicker times. But again, I don't have the option to buy a Classic Shield anymore.
I haven't seen quicker times myself. No way. And there may be only 2 guys. Maybe there are only 3 guys. But I still don't buy into it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I may not do the plates myself. I may not do the painting myself. I may not be doing any of that. I just do the leather. And I do it only on 2 days off that I have in the whole week. Okay. So here's the thing. These guys, as much as they get paid, and we're talking dollars, American dollars, turning into their currency in Pakistan, they do it every day of the week. If I had another me in here, in my house, and I had 5 to 6 days a week to work on leather, leather straps would be flying out of here like crazy. Flying out of here like crazy. So I know that they may be 2 brothers, but they still have people cutting the plates. The machines are doing the acid etching for them. They're not doing that by hand. It's like throwing the stuff in the microwave, set it and forget it. They don't need to dip their hands in that. They're not doing their own electroplating. They have another company do it for them. You know what I mean?
So like you're saying, let's take their the thing that got me in trouble, their exclusive Winged Eagle. Let's just call it $3,000. At a currency exchange, Pakistani uses rupees. That's their exchange. One Pakistani rupee is equated to US dollars is 0.0036% of a dollar. So for a $3,000 exclusive winged eagle, you just paid them 833,850 rupees. 833,850 rupees.
Mad money for them.
And if you look at the average salary in Pakistan,
that is true. This is true what Stone Cold is saying right here. He says they have a machine that cuts the leather that has to save them tons of time. And it does, because they have programs that literally, they have a list they send you and they say, which cut of winged eagle or IC do you want? And they put it in the program, and the program laser etches the whole design on the leather, cuts the leather for them, and all they do is come in and do the tooling on it. That saves ton of work, tons of it. When I have to do a strap, I have to do it. It's a brand new strap every time. All the plates are never the same sizes from different makers. The holes are never in the same place. I have to make new holes everywhere. They're different diameters. They're spaced out differently. I have to make my own templates. I have to cut the leather out. I mean, everything. What's up, Facebook user? Don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're here to join us. Platinum says, so 36 rupees for each dollar. Classic Shields Hitman just entered the room. We're good, man.
And to show you the average, it's according to Times Magazine. According to Times Magazine, the average Pakistan salary for an employee is roughly $293 a month.
So, if a maker sells two cheap ass $200 belts, or two or three cheap ass $300 belts, that paid the house, the materials, and the employee for that month. Do you know how many belts one of those employees does barefoot, squatting on the floor, putting a belt together, painting and all that? They're making a killing, guys.
I watched this YouTuber that he goes to the Middle East, goes to Pakistan, all these places. He's like, yo, I'm just going to spread the wealth. I'm just going to see what happens. So he went down these markets and he would just buy out the whole stand and give the shit away. So he goes up to the stand. It's a food stand. They're like, yo, I want to buy all the food on your truck. And it was 8,200 rupees was the cost of all the food on the truck. So 8,200 rupees to US dollars was, he bought an entire day's worth of food for that street for 93 US dollars.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. And you know, I saw something similar to that where a guy went to Pakistan and India and he wanted to see how far $100 would take him for the day. And he was going to splurge. Like, he was going to stay at a hotel with a nice room. He was going to go to a nice restaurant. He was going to pay fares to get everywhere around the city. He went and did everything he could in a day. And he still came back and had, I think he said it was like $8 or $9 left from that $100 bill, dude.
And you can
this is something I saw like 6 years ago. 6 years ago. This is before I even moved to Indiana and before COVID hit. Imagine that.
But you can also see when they post pictures of their PCs and their cars. They're not destitute. They're not living in squalor. They're not. You know, these guys are businessmen. They're good businessmen, and good on to them, because you know what? At the end of the day, they're and I can say this with confidence. They're in a third world country and they're making some of themselves. And to me, that is commendable. Very
Big
commendable.
time.
But
Big time.
when you're dealing with the U.S. customer, it's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's where they have you guys, us, and all of y'all watching, because to them it's a business, but for us, we're putting something in our shelf, on our dresser, on our wall, that's very near and dear to us from a childhood, and they're making a living off our dreams and our likes and all that shit. You know what I mean? So we have a culture that's connected to it. To them, it's just a dollar bill. It's business. Yep. So definitely, I don't want to say don't be a hardcore tire kicker, but definitely do your shopping. Do your shopping and be smart about what you're spending on these belts.
And I want to say, like, also, like I said, I got so much shit for being such a classic Shields boy and an advocate for them, from, you know, your Nick Carnivals and all these guys that just want to give me shit for being a classic Shields guy, right? And that's fine. But I'm also fair, and I try to be fair in my judgments and my assessments of things. So if you're gonna be a hardcore classic Shields person, and you're gonna be
we got this. You're
gonna be so lopsided in your thinking. That's on you. And if you're gonna be personal about it, that's on you. That's a slight on your personal mindset. There's nothing wrong. And that's the thing is, Nawaz is such a good option. Oleanis is such a good option. You know what? Great Custom Belts. I forget his name. He is really impressing me with his work, and I appreciate how transparent he is with him posting his progress and his everything like that.
Great Custom Belts. Hit them up if you guys want to hit up Two Good Makers right now. They're actually doing very good consistently. They're very good about communication and actually satisfying their customers. Guys, hit up Great Custom Belts. Hit up Arosha Belts. Great Custom Belts has his middleman, Taylor Swift, right?
Yep, Tyler Swift.
No, Tyler Dove.
It's Tyler Swift.
That's Tyler Swift.
It's the other Swiftie.
Yeah, and hit up Gary Sutton. Gary Sutton works closely with Arosha Belts.
And that crumb rine's solid.
It is very solid. That crumb
rind is very solid.
I have one here. It's very, let me tell you.
Hey, send me some pictures. I want to see some real good pictures of that. But that's the thing is, like, we're saying this because, you know what? At some point, the scales have got to tip. And if you see a belt, like, and that's just as a belt hobby, bro, anytime, bro, I need that Davy belt, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
He gave you the price. He gave you the price.
But if you see a belt that you like and their artwork's wrong, their grapplers flipped the wrong way or something like that, message and be like, hey, I want this, but flip the grappler this way and send me the artwork back and I'll approve it. Once I approve it, we'll start the order process.
It really takes nothing. It doesn't take nothing but a few pictures, upload them to the maker and say, hey, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I want it. This is how I need it done. And they'll do it for you, man.
Truth.
No big deal. No big deal. Shoot, man. Oh, man.
You know, except for you got co-hosts that are celebrating Easter on Wednesday and shit. But I ain't want to talk.
God. Well, you know. I thought that was on Sundays.
You know,
strange.
But so we got that off our chest and everything like that. You know, I am looking for a white Intercontinental Oleanis HD, Nawaz HD, Classic Shields HD, Intercontinental would really love one.
I'll tell you
looking
what,
for the United States, United States.
Alianas makes a really nice United States. Makes a super nice United States.
The Luger or the current?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about.
I want the current.
Oh, the current United States.
Yeah. The one that Tony's trying to sell that won't sell.
Oh yeah, you need that shop one.
That's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Just.
I think he's got one on American leather.
He doesn't respond to PMs very well, and it's little lead chips, and
we might be able to get him on the show one day. Maybe we could talk about it. I don't know.
When there's not a holiday that's 4 weeks away that he's celebrating today.
He's starting to be like Pakistan makers. Holidays are coming left and right, and what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He's got a little oozement in him. I'm just saying. Hey, you let me know, baby. I got your back, Kev. Kev knows I will forever have his back. Kev's my dude. We enjoy swapping belts and everything like that. And yeah, I just can't wait for Kev to get back on the podcast game. He'll be doing that here shortly. Just keep doing what he's doing, and that's how we roll.
I'll be doing a smoking skull, and they do have the embalmed signature on one side and the JMR on the other, which is pretty nice.
Oh, the detail's beautiful.
I'll tell you what makes it better, dude. A send out leather by Mendoza Craft will make that belt amazing for you. I'll tell you that right now.
It's pretty far open, bro.
We're going to change that soon. It's going to be as open as Diddy's ass. Let me tell you. It's going to be coming soon. That's what she said.
Right there, bro. It's my dude. Hey, you know what I got? Hey, Mendoza, you know what I got? We should collab. I got an up, down. I want to do I'm gonna take the plates. I'm gonna take the plates, repaint the plates, Nintendo style.
Ooh.
And then send you the strap and let you do something Nintendo themed on the strap.
Dude, I've been wanting to do something like that, no lie.
The belt's just sitting there, bro, collecting dust. I'm like, let's fucking do something where we can fucking we'll put it together and then we'll fucking raffle it off or something.
Dude, that'd be pretty badass. That'd be pretty awesome.
Let's do it.
That'd be pretty awesome. It's soon, brother.
Oh, how are your straps coming, by the way?
They're coming along just fine, man. I got my orders hopefully open up this week coming up.
Put me first on the list, though, please.
Huh?
First on the list. We're getting that lavender done. I got to get it done. I'm tired of looking at it. I will ship it out on Saturday.
Awesome, man. I'll be awesome to have it here. I'll take good care of it, man. Just don't send it with a belt bag. I can't promise anything. Yeah.
I'm sending it without a belt bag, and it's going to come with a limited edition first run Classic Shields belt tip with the Classic Shields logo on it that was embossed back when I wasn't banned. But it's the first one. It's 101.
I'll tell you what Great Customs Belts is doing. I like their one-piece tips. And he's doing what a lot of people don't do, which makes it classy. He puts Great Custom Belts on the backside.
Backside. I seen that.
I was like, that looks fresh. Normally I'd be like, I don't want to see that, but when a good idea is a good idea, that looks fresh.
I want him to post up how he makes them because he casts them.
I did see that. He does cast them.
And I'm so wildly fascinated with casting. We'll get it in the works. Bro, can we talk about Mania for a second? I'm getting kind of hyped.
Mania is starting to get a little hyped.
I'm getting a little hyped.
Was I the only one that thought that The Rock was gonna fucking throw his ass off the bridge?
I was hoping.
I was
hoping.
Dude, with all the bad language and the fuck yous and assholes and mother effers and this and that flying around lately, I'm like, this is starting to feel more like the Attitude Era. Somebody's gonna get right over that edge. And
send those, Steve. Yeah, please. But just getting hyped, it looks like it's going to shape out to be a good Mania with more surprises than.
I need those picks for sure.
The last couple of Manias have been kind of stale. Oh, sorry about that, Facebook user.
You never get the belt back. Sorry, man. Sorry. Bro,
see, I turned Great Custom Belts on. You're welcome,
Kevin. We'd gladly have you on for an unboxing. When that comes,
let's do it.
Well, happy to bring you on for an unboxing for that. That would be badass.
With Great Custom Belts, I feel like Tyler should give me a little credit because I turned him on to those 8mm sidebars that he's enjoying now. I need him to do a dual, Tyler. I need to see it dual plated. I want the dual plated 8mm sidebars, wool relief banner, everything. Get it made and we'll talk.
There's going to be soaps dropping off as side plates and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, that's not going to be nice for him. It's not going to be a good time. No vacay at all for him. At all. But definitely WrestleMania this year is starting to feel good. It is starting to feel good. I really don't care if the story ends or not for Cody Rhodes. I just think this is how it's going to go. They're going to lose.
I need a tan for Roman.
They're going to lose.
I need Roman
First
to lose.
night, they're going to lose. But they're going to lose. See, here's the thing. I predict, this is my prediction, guys. Cody and Seth Rollins lose on night one.
Okay.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose. Because we have to see what the bloodline rules are going to be for night two. We got to let it happen. We got to let the craziness happen. I think he doesn't win it. All hell's going to break loose. Jimmy and Jay, Seth, Cody, The Rock, everybody and their mamas is going to get in there and rumble. But I think we're going to have a very exclusive surprise guest that jumps in for night two.
Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass.
I think, man.
So I'm getting way more nostalgic than you are.
How about Dusty? How about fucking Goldust appears to help
even
out
better?
ass
No, even better.
Do you believe that shit?
No, even better. Check this out. So Seth, I want it. Seth and Cody win night one, right? They go into night two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the bloodline just gets destroyed night two. But then all of a sudden the lights go out. Vintage fucking Yoko at Royal Rumble when he put Undertaker in the casket and the light comes on, right? And there's all these like tribal people in the ring surrounding like Roman and The Rock.
Oh shit.
And they fucking do a little chant and the lights go out again. And then when it comes back, the lights come back on. It's like a cloud of smoke. And then they're fucking be ascended to the rafters. Bro, that's the end of the bloodline. Dead. Kill him. I want him dead.
Damn.
Obviously. Dude, you remember that feeling though when they fucking put Undertaker in that casket at Royal Rumble and they're wheeling him and all of a sudden you start hearing bzz, bzz,
dude, that's crazy. That was crazy smoke. Shit. That was crazy. Those are good times, man.
Triple H is doing a good job right now.
He is, man. He is. No lie. They've dragged this out enough, though. I think we need to put it to rest. My only question is, by the time he gets to WrestleMania, we all know he's not going to surpass Hogan yet. For him to surpass Hogan, this has to be taken all the way to SummerSlam. It's got to be taken to SummerSlam, and that's the second biggest stage. And honestly, I think that's where everybody needs to be if you really want to see Cody win the title.
I'm going to be that guy, though. To be fair, do you really think, and maybe it's nostalgic, but do you really think it's fair for him to take over Hogan's spot in that? I don't think Roman, don't get me wrong, Roman is a needle mover, and we know this. I know all the Roman bandwagoners and everything like that. But when you put them 1-to-1, merch, draw, everything, Hogan still crushes him. Yes. Hogan is the Tiger Woods of WWF.
He really is, man. You know, and here's the thing. Cody, a lot of people say that he will never get a shot again, right? But who says Cody can't win the Money in the Bank fucking event? And cash in.
I think Cody is a long-standing Intercontinental Champion. I think that's where Cody sits. Like, because
check this out. This is something that they've been keeping quiet. They're trying to make everybody forget that Damian Priest holds the damn.
I didn't think about that.
Have you noticed that they haven't even brought him into the light much? They want you to forget about him, dude. He is the factor that can change everything. But if he does do that, he's definitely going to go after the World Heavyweight Championship, not after Roman's title.
But do you think, putting everything aside, just putting everything aside, I think Cody can recover. Who's got their wrestling for the who's got their fighting for the Intercontinental? Is he wrestling for the Intercontinental?
The IC is going to be between the Reign General and who the heck is gonna? Oh, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is going to be fighting for the IC, but I think
I love Sami, but he's that gimmick secondary. That's thing. He peaked at the Bloodline.
He did peak at the Bloodline.
I would love to get that belt on Cody. Make the IC great again.
I wouldn't mind seeing the IC title on LA Knight.
LA Knight's another guy that he snuck up on me as being somebody I really enjoy watching.
Hogan's record will take reasons of Survivor Series. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking SummerSlam. But SummerSlam, I'm definitely going to attend. It's right here in Ohio. It's going to be in Ohio, right next to me. Bro, I am there. I'm going.
Anybody watching got a bold prediction?
And I'm going to try to bring my mama, too.
If you got a prediction, like, what is it? What's your bold, like, that shit's going to happen, or I want it to happen?
It's going to get cashed. It always does at WrestleMania. It always does. Because if they don't cash at WrestleMania, that's it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it, right? At least that's what I thought, anyways.
Yeah, no, that should be it.
You know what? I'm definitely not a Cody crybaby. But I definitely do not want Roman as champion another day. I just cannot.
Do you think they're ballsy enough to bring Cody's mom to WrestleMania? Have her in the front row?
Oh, that's definitely going to be. She won't be there on night 1. She's going to be there in night 2 for sure.
Whatever night it is, but can you imagine, like, Cody just getting fucking obliterated and like they draped Cody's fucking bloody body over the guardrail and they're like, this is your son. Just smack, and then all of a sudden
Mama Rose.
There's a reason why. So it wasn't happenstance on Raw where Stone Cold and John Cena's mugs were on that trailer outside. I want to know how that plays, but it's going to be good. I'm excited. Next weekend's going to be phenomenal.
Man,
it's possible.
Considering that he could pick any one of the champions, anything's possible, man. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
He'll probably retain.
He's gonna retain. He, you know what? There isn't many wrestlers that I can say this today, but honestly, I think Gunther deserves that title.
I would love to see. Do you remember how Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and they battled for that IC for a while? You know, it switched hands. I'd love to see like a Gunther and like Cody or a Gunther and LA Knight battle for that title. Let it change hands a couple of times. You know, just put some oomph back in it.
Hey, Platinum, you ain't too far. I'll tell you what. After so many disappointments, they're either building this thing up so big to make it feel very deserving of the title, or it was just bound to happen. The frustration of not being able to do it could turn him heel. Look at Drew McIntyre.
Normally, I'm a very pessimistic person when it comes to WWE fucking up a wet dream. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because Vince is gone.
What's up, Mike? What's going on, bro?
I feel like they're not going to fuck this up. I just feel like we're going to walk out and be like, damn.
This is going to be a good WrestleMania. I'm calling out of work both days. I'm not working Saturday or Sunday. I'm telling you, man. I'm not.
Bro, we should do a live reaction.
We should do a live reaction. Except don't be scared, guys. If you see me in my
or whatever belt they battled over. It was Shawn Michaels had the white IC.
Bret Hart and HBK never battled over the IC belt. They battled over the Winged Eagle title. Did they not ever have a IC match?
I thought they had an IC match.
Who did Shawn Michaels first win the IC title from? Who did he get it from?
Because I know he had a pre-WrestleMania 9. He had the white one at WrestleMania 9.
I think he first got the IC title from Razor Ramon.
Was it Razor?
I think he got it from that second ladder match they had. Because Razor won the first ladder match, right? Oh, Joey.
Shawn Michaels was the 24th Intercontinental Champion. He won it October 27th, 1992. Saturday night main event. It was an air tape delay. Previous champion was the British Bulldog. I don't ever remember Marty Jannetty winning the title.
The IC title?
That's what it says. According to Wiki.
That had to be at a house show.
It was Raw, New York, May 17th, 1993.
What?
And then Shawn Michaels won it back June 6th, 1993 at a house show in Albany, New York.
Wow, I just learned something today. So wait a minute, Marty Jannetty. That was after he came back though, right? That was when he came back then.
I believe so.
That had to be
And then
after he
Ray-
got kicked through the window and he had problems with the law and shit.
Shawn Michaels stripped of the title for failing to defend it within 30 days. In reality, Shawn Michaels was suspended for testing positive for steroids. So the title was vacated, and the next champion was Razor, September 27, 1993. And then lost it to... That's when they had the WrestleMania 10 match.
Platinum said that Jannetty had it for a few weeks. I do not remember that at all.
I
Seems to me
forget how
like it almost feels like everything Jannetty did in WWF has been erased.
it's forgettable.
It's just
Literally,
very
all
forgettable.
I remember him is getting kicked through the fucking window.
That is, and only because it's relatable to Sean doing it. You know what I mean?
But it's just looking at the list of champions, you forget. Like, I don't remember Jeff Jarrett being an Intercontinental Champion that many times.
I remember him being an IC champion.
A couple
God,
times.
He was an IC champion like 9 damn times. And I hated him.
Mike Jones' favorite, Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, Ahmed Johnson. I liked him as the IC champion. I really wanted to see a big ass dude like that be, you know, because I'm like McMahon. I like to see the big dudes be a champ. Fill out the strap. But it never happened. I just hated the color of the damn belt.
And if you look at Jeff Jarrett, though, it's wild because, like, Jeff Jarrett, his first IC win was in January of '95, then won in April of '95, then won it in May of '95, and then went all the way till May 25th, '99. Won it again, then won it again July 25th, '99. Then won it again October 22nd, '99. It looks like the last time he won it.
Working on a new stamp, guys. I don't know what everybody thinks, but I'm thinking because I've been doing a lot of crumb rinds and people want the stamp on the back rather than on the tips. But I'm thinking of having that. Let me see if I could.
I like that. Bro, you know that why don't you do it like a like the
bam.
WWE stamp right in the middle of the main plate in the back?
That's what I want to do this particular stamp design for. Right on the back.
Yep. Right in the middle of the main plate.
I've been doing quite a few crumb rinds and holy crap. Yeah! I'm gonna have to get a separate room from my mama though, because you know, I just literally invited my mom today to go to SummerSlam with me.
Joey doesn't understand Mexicans, bro. Mexicans, we roll deep.
You guys come to my room because I have my mom in there with like one of those mini stoves cooking her ass
Mom
off.
in there cooking,
Bro.
you have a dog in there.
You have me covered. Sneaking in food to the van and shit. Having some real nachos, real burritos. Made with extra love, brother. Jeff Jarrett. Did Jeff Jarrett lose it to China?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
She was
did.
the
He
first.
did.
Yeah, the oval IC.
Yes, I did design it. I designed that. So hopefully people will like that. I could actually put that on the tips of the front of the belt. It would look nice. I just have to stamp it first, then do my tooling to stop right at the stamp, at the snap boxes. Or inside the snap box. I don't know. I can get a little creative with that. 15 of us deep? Oh, that's starting to sound like some Diddy shit. What do you mean 15 deep? I don't know.
Fucking private jets and shit.
Oh. That wouldn't be bad. SmackDown on Friday and SummerSlam on Saturday. Dude, that would be awesome. And I wouldn't be far from home. It's only like a 4.5 hour drive. I could see the event, come home, sleep, have a good dinner, have a few drinks, dude. Go back out there the next day for SummerSlam.
SummerSlam's not on Sunday this year? Is it generally on Sunday? Is it SummerSlam generally on Sunday?
SummerSlam on Sunday?
Yeah, is it generally Sundays?
If it is, that's even better. I can still go to the show and then Sunday take a drive up there. It's no big deal. SummerSlam, he said SummerSlam is always on Saturdays. Not like Easter Sundays. Because Easter Sundays can be on Wednesdays too. For some people.
That's a Tony Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Tony Sunday, yeah.
How much are your tickets to Cleveland?
Ooh.
I got a lot of vacation to use. Like, I mean, when I say a lot,
Really?
I have like 7 weeks to use.
Damn. See you at SummerSlam, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I get a ticket out there cheap.
He said, take that.
I wouldn't mind taking like a week off and just driving, or like a week and a half off and just driving.
Bro, from the time I took a train ride, I rode on a train. It was fun. It was nice. You sit back, seats are super wide. I'm a big dude, so I love extra wide seating. And you can get up at night and walk through one side to the other. You have a cart that's all made out of like plexiglass. You can view the scenery everywhere you're going. It's nice, man. No lie.
Dude, driving just clears out my head, though, bro. Like I windows down, music up.
Oh man, it's hilarious. But SummerSlam's another one. Like, I feel like this year something is gonna happen big in WrestleMania, but it's gonna be big enough to take it and keep it going on to SummerSlam. I think people will be satisfied with whatever endings happen at SummerSlam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think is what we're going to see right there. Hey, Rock has got a big ass ego to match that big ass head he's got. And I don't know, we might see something. I think that's something people really wanted to see, and they're not just ready to sweep it under the rug just yet. Their egos are gonna, you know what I mean? Something's gonna happen for that. That's for damn sure. Oh, okay. But
that's not bad, bro. I just looked at Flash right now for if I fly into Cleveland on Friday and depart on Monday for 2 people, $650
round trip. Oh shit. And you know what, dudes? We don't travel with nothing but a pair of extra underwears, pair of socks.
I have a backpack. That's it, max.
And a towel, and maybe a belt, all in the backpack so it fits on the carry-on space.
Dude, I'm gonna try to swing that. I think me and the wife, we've never gone on vacation by ourselves.
And a wrestling belt can be a clothing accessory, right? You could just snap it on your waist and walk onto the.
I'll just put it on my backpack. Put it in the backpack. Skips the underwear.
You can buy a pair of underwear when you get there. A little 6-pack, and you just toss them away. Just toss them. It's no longer needed done.
That's kind of a goal, because me and the wife have never been on we've never been on vacation by ourselves. Well, once actually, once in 20 years, 21 years.
Wow.
So might have to do summertime. Joey, is Jones going?
Bro, this would be amazing. I would take. Let me see, guys. Let me read this.
So me and Jones have had a lot of sexual talks about Philly cheesesteaks.
She's never far away. She's never far away. I sleep with this. But imagine if I take this to a belt signing. And I have all these superstars signing this belt. Could you imagine their faces? Could you imagine their faces signing this? Like, I don't remember this, but yeah, you don't remember because you weren't there.
Yeah, you get CT. All right.
This belt started at WWF and then it went to WCW, and then that champ took it over to took it to the AWA, and then he brought it back, and you know, while Hogan was there, and then when he had that belt, you know, they gave him finally the Winged Eagle because they couldn't decide on which one, but you know.
See,
this is the best.
Me and Michael B. Jones have had a lot of intimate conversations about Philly cheesesteaks from one portly guy to another, you know. So I've never had, again, California guy, you know, not like I'm schooling you on a burrito.
Hey, you know, I wouldn't doubt it if let me see who would go. Who would go?
Well, see, if Joey's going, I know Gianni's in the area, so Gianni's going to go, which means James Taylor's going to go. Who else is in the area?
What about EJ Kelly?
I don't know how far. The states over there are kind of weird because they're like so close together. Like, I guess you can drive like 45 minutes over there and be in another state from like. It takes me 8 hours to get from here to Arizona. Like 8 hours to Joey, he could probably be in like fucking Florida. The station is weird over there. I don't know why they're. It's like so like. Man.
I know. Shoot, who would go? I wonder if Nick would go.
Ooh.
I wonder if Nick would probably pop up.
Superstar can drive his BMW over there with his Rolex.
Hey, he would roll up there with EJ Kelly riding shotgun, and that's one guy I'd love to see up there at SummerSlam. That's one guy I'd love to see up there at SummerSlam.
He's got me blocked, so you know how that event's gonna go.
Well, you know, I'd pop up and be like,
I gotta do what I gotta do, bro.
I'd pick this bitch straight up in the air like this. Sup?
Nah, it's just time. At that point, it's just time to do man work. That's all.
That's right. God damn it. This is. He says that Reggie Ryan is amazing. We can come up with names for this thing all day long.
But aren't the states over there weird, Joey? Isn't like an 8-hour drive for
John
you?
Bedoy. I'd love to see John Bedoy up there.
That's the only guy I've met out of the belt hobby so far.
That's a cool cat right there. That's a cool cat.
But aren't the states weird over there, Joey? What's an 8-hour drive to you? Is it like Florida or somewhere like comparable?
Florida is about I want to say it's maybe 10 to 12 hour drive, which is still not bad. Which is still not bad. 8
hours and like 2 minutes for me is like Arizona. Yeah, see, he's only in fucking North Carolina. 8 hours to me is still like I can literally step on California and Arizona. Like,
shit. Well, yeah. It's not that bad of a drive, guys. If you think about it, I used to be a musician, and I had to drive to Vegas. From Vegas, we had to take off to Reno. Reno's about 8 to 9 hour drive from LA. And I did that. I drove other places 6 hour drives, and drove back at the end of the night after a performance. So driving 10 hours, 4 hours, it's nothing, man. You could take off at night, get there early in the morning, get you a room, take a nap, get up about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, have a lunch, go out and have some fun. You'll be straight.
We also, the worst part is, bro, look at the time we're over already.
Nice. Thank you, brother. God, an hour 26. Well, guys,
that's wild to me, Joey. Like, I got like Nevada. So Nevada is closest to me, which is 3 hours, 3.5. Arizona is a full 8. New York or Oregon is 6-ish, 5. So I mean, it's a long fucking haul to get out of the state.
I think if you want to make it worthwhile, take a plane. Take a plane. You're gonna rest a little more. You'll be there faster. You have set times and dates where you return. You're not gonna hassle that much. And I think whenever you go to a different state, if you're with your car, you're just really having problems with parking and all this other kind of shit, man.
See, like, that's wild to me, Joey. Like, dude, I'd be driving everywhere if I was Joey. Like, because I like going places. Like,
Michigan from here is about 4.5, 5 hours, I think.
I'd be going to get me some mom spaghetti from M&M's Spaghetti Factory.
Maybe even less. Maybe 4 hours. Ooh. There is a place in Chicago that's been named the #1 pizza spot in all of the United States. And I've been wanting to go there since I think I moved here, when I started researching places. When I first moved here, it was the 3rd best place. Now it's #1 in the whole United States. Gotta go. How about some pizza shit?
You know, we gotta wrap this up, bro. We're going way over.
Speed traps, I know. So I don't mess with the popos. I want to have a conversation about this next time. Guys, we hit the 1.5 hour time here. Just want to remind you to please like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about us. It's just the guys. It's just us guys. We
just bull jiving. We just bull
jiving. Exactly. But guys, I've been seeing a lot of videos lately that upset me. And it has to do with having license plates or tags on our car. I mean, do we fucking need them or do we not? Do we need a driver's license or do we not actually need it?
If you're in California, you need all of it.
I mean, here's the thing though. California's codes and local laws that they have do not override the Constitution. They do not override the laws that the Supreme Court approve of and set in place. If you do not deal in commerce with your city, which means you're not a truck driver, you're not using your car to do Uber, you're not using your car to do any loading, unloading, any kind of business situation with your car. You only use it to travel the point A to Z or B or whatever it is. You don't need a license. I'm all in for having insurance on your car, because God forbid something happened, you got to be covered. But come on, paying registration every year, having a driver's license, having them suspending your license, things like that. I'm all for you getting a ticket if you speed and all that. But damn, dude, it's just too much. Why is this so confusing? Why is this law so confusing when they could just... Come on.
And with that, hold that thought until we're going to do a late night. We'll do a late night rerun. Next week. Yes, we'll do a late night. Maybe we'll do a late night rerun this week.
We'll do a late night. We'll do a late
night.
We'll do late night again. Oh, God. What's Platinum say here? I know what you mean. When it snows here, I lived in California mainly my whole life and moved here about 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago. And let me tell you, I'm a way better driver. Probably because I was always out there street racing and doing donuts and doing crazy shit, coming down from the hills of Big Bear and all that. I'm a way better driver than these people that have been here their whole life driving on icy roads and snow. They just don't understand a car. They really don't, man. But guys, we gotta go. We love you. We're glad you're here with us.
Be safe. If we don't see you before Easter, have a happy Easter if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate Easter, have a good week.
Happy Hanukkah.
Tune in. We'll probably have a late night this week. Yeah, maybe we'll bring on a special guest.
Hell yeah, we'll bring on a special guest. And I'll tell you what, Mark, if you're still watching, brother, I'm sorry, not Mark, Kevin. When you get your belt, let's do an unboxing. Doing it here, brother. Let's do it live. Let's see what Great Customs Belts is putting out consistently, because I've been seeing some good stuff, good shit. Orocha belts, also good. We got a new maker. Hopefully that belt comes in so we can review it here, guys. I'll be raffling that thing off. Jacked championship belts. I've seen some good stuff from them. So we will see. We will see. Guys, we're out of here. God bless everybody for taking the time to come in here and be on here with us. Make tomorrow great. If you open your eyes tomorrow, you put your 2 feet on the ground, no matter what's going on in our lives, all our inboxes are open. Talk to us, hit us up. But remember that no matter what, life is good. If you can open your 2 eyes and put your 2 feet on the ground every day, life is good. God bless. We are out of here, guys. My boy Ethan, see you on the next one. We'll be on the late. Guys, I'm out of here. Hopefully, we'll see each other again one more time. One more time.